In this video we have a trigonometric integral to evaluate, and it's a definite integral from 0, evaluated from 0 to pi over 4. So let's go ahead and see if we can break this down. 0 to pi over 4, and let's break this down. Tangent squared of x, and then times tangent of x. So just break this down. Tangent cube breaks down to tangent squared times tangent of x. That's tangent to the third power dx. Trying to find ways to evaluate this integral. Let's go back over here. We know that tangent squared x, we know that, no, let's do it this way. 1 plus tangent squared of an angle is equal to secant squared of the same angle. That's one of your Pythagorean theorems. This right here can be replaced by taking the 1 over secant squared x minus 1. So let's write this over here. Secant squared x minus 1. And then that's multiplied by tangent of x. And that's dx. So this then is equal to, and then the limits of integration, I'm not going to change those because I'm going to stay with the same variable. I'm not changing the variable here. And this will be from 0 to pi over 4 again. And let's multiply through by tangent here. So this will be secant squared x times tangent of x, and then it's minus tangent of x times the minus 1 is minus tangent of x. So it becomes this. So all I did was multiply through by tangent of x. It's secant squared of x times tangent of x, and then tangent x times minus 1 is minus tangent of x, and this is dx. And you can break this up into two integrals, or we just do each one separately here. So I'm going to look at this one by itself first here. So I'm going to do this one over here. I know that the derivative of tangent is secant squared. So I'm going to do this separately. So let's let u equal to, just like I'm doing two problems here. So I want to integrate this one, term by term. So u tangent of x, and then it's du, and the derivative of tangent is secant squared of x dx. And then I'm going to work this out over here separately, and then put the answer down here. So notice here, ignore the limits for right now. We're going to find the integral first. So tangent of x, that's your u. So the integral here then becomes, replace the tangent of x by u, and remember it's dx here because we're integrating here. So this part right here, secant squared dx, the u again is tangent of x, and then the secant squared of x dx, those are together, I distribute there. So this is going to be du. Now we integrate, and that's u squared with respect to u squared. We don't have the constant of integration here because we have a definite integral. So the integral of this then, right here, using this u substitution, is tangent, because this is u squared over 2, and u is tangent, so this will be tangent squared of x over 2. Okay, so this represents the integral of this right here. And then we're going to apply the limits of integration. And then there's a formula. And I've derived this formula in other videos. It's just using a basic u substitution, but I'm just going to give you this one, that the integral of tangent of x, and a lot of instructors expect you to memorize these types of formulas. The integral of tangent of x dx, or tangent of u du, is equal to minus natural log of the absolute value of cosine of x. So the integral of this one right here, I compute it over here. There's the answer. And the integral of tangent of x is right here. But then you go down to the minus here, so it makes it a plus. Double negative, so it makes it a plus natural log of absolute cosine of x. And close the parentheses, and then this is now, so the integral of this part here is right there, and the integral of minus tangent of x is this right here, and then we apply the limits of integration that are going to go from 0 to pi over 4. So then this is equal to. So the way it works then is we evaluate this expression at pi over 4, and then we subtract the value at 0. So let's do pi over 4. So the tangent of pi over 4, that's the same thing as the tangent of 45 degrees, which is 1. And then it's 1 squared is 1 over 2, so this is 1/2 here. And then we evaluate this one here. This will be a plus here. So it's the natural log of absolute value of cosine of pi over 4. That's 45 degrees, so the cosine of 45 degrees is the square root of 2 over 2. Absolute value of that is still the square root of 2 over 2, and then it's natural log. So it's natural log square root of 2 over 2. So that's the value of this expression at pi over 4, or 45 degrees, if you look at degrees. And then it's minus the value of this expression at 0. So tangent of 0 is 0. Square it, you still get 0. Divide by 2, you still get 0. So it's going to be 0 here. And then it's plus. And then for this part right here, evaluate at 0. Cosine of 0 is 1. And the natural log of 1 is 0. So this is minus 0 plus 0. So this cancels out. So the answer, the exact answer to this then would be that right there. So the answer would be then 1/2 plus the natural log of the square root of 2 over 2. And then you can go ahead and use a calculator and approximate this to say 2 decimal places, 0.15. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.